Hey guys, this is Dally, and welcome to another Let's Play Farming Simulator 17 on Sosnovka. So our fields are ready to harvest, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the combine, not my pickup. Combine, there we go. And we'll head on over. Oop, oop. I did begin to chop down this second tree here. And then let's get the pickup coming behind. Actually, I'm gonna grab this guy. And the fertilizer. Because he'll need to fertilize anyway before we do anything else, so we will just go ahead and do that. Oop. Also, get the pickup over there so we can drive back and forth, no problem. Because I'll probably do wood chopping while the workers are on the field. And yeah. Because we're going to start with the far fields and then we'll come to back to the close fields. Sure. Looks like everyone's gonna follow. Yep, I think we're good. It's unfortunate that the graphics on the fog kind of mess up on the exhaust from the tractors. I'm sure it does it here too. Yeah, it's doing it on the exhaust on the... So I guess it just does it to all the exhaust. So we will put this pretty much right in the middle here. Then tell him to stop behind us. Oop. Let's pick it up right there. And there we go, our first canola harvest. On these fields, sorry, I need to be specific. Go ahead. Just park you here. Make sure to keep the engines off. Alright. So, while he's doing that, I'm going to look at the contracts over here, right? The fields we'd want to buy next are going to be these guys. So I want to make sure that we have a good standing with all of them. Let's not fly head first into the road this time. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we're almost there, so we can do a quick fertilizer. Oh. Alright, so... Oh man, it is... Okay, now you can tell, it's just... Where the light falls, it's kind of difficult. Oh, yeah. So I did look at the other map. So I think I tried 2 others that I found on just ModHost, and I think we're gonna go with the one that's on the official mods for the next series. So that series should go much faster than this one, right? Because we're not too terribly concerned about realism, so we will abuse whatever bugs and game mechanics we can to really make progress. So yeah, that one, the objective will be to make as much money as quickly as possible. So we'll start it on easy, the farm will be much faster, so we'll be able to get to larger equipment in a shorter period of time. Alright, so since it's a different series, I don't want to stop this one. We're just going to have it be different, right? Different map, we'll play it slightly differently. So we'll teleport no problem around and do everything we can to get as much money as quickly as possible. And you'll find that it actually doesn't take that long if that's your mission, to get going that fast. And that's, yeah. So, yeah, so I'll probably start that soon here. It'll definitely be this week, probably this weekend coming up. And so, yeah, we'll do that, and we'll see how you guys like it. You know, if you're not having a good time watching, or I'm not having a good time, it'll probably be a shorter series, but I don't foresee it being terribly short. I think we should have a good time on that map as well. There will be significantly less forestry on that map compared to this one, especially in the long term. Oh, there we go. Okay. Awesome. So let's go check on our combine. I highly doubt that he is almost full, or she, since there are female workers now. But I'll just drive out into the field and check real quick. So let's see. So it's about 40%. It's also about 40% on the field, so not quite. So it'll need to be emptied out once on this field. But it's definitely not going to be enough to fill both of those tippers. So let's go check. Let's see, that one will take a long time. 26 probably won't take that long, but we'll go to 12. We'll check out 12. Since we're actually doing something on our fields, I'm just going to do fertilizers. Because that's going to save us the most amount of time, and I'm only going to do contracts for farmers that don't like us max. Alright, so I'm only going to use that mechanic, so I'm not going to use it as a money-making mechanic. So let's see. Alright, so you don't quite like me all the way. Let's see if we can get a bigger one. Nope, no, that'll take longer. Alright, so it looks like that's our best bet. I've been looking at mods. I believe I'm going to add GPS sort of as a alternative to me using CoursePlay all the time. While CoursePlay does meet our needs, I think GPS is going to be a little more friendly in terms of how it functions. Yeah, I think it does fill a little niche that could be valuable to the series. So we will probably add GPS, and I'll learn how to use it off screen, because I don't think you guys really want to watch me learn how to use a mod. That could be exhausting for you and me. So we probably won't do me learning how to use a mod. Because I think there's already plenty of instructional videos out there, so I'm not going to make any. either, so I'll probably just watch some instructional videos. See how that goes. That is that game plan. Let's turn here. But yeah, and I'll also look at, you know, other tractors and tools and things like that. It'd be nice if there was some more forestry stuff that made it easier to kind of chop up the trees. Like the big ones, not the ones that the in-game wood harvesters work on, but I haven't seen any pop up yet. I did see sort of a CoursePlay alternative that came up that was more focused on basically helping tractors get from A to B without you driving them. But for this series at least, Follow Me and CoursePlay does that job plenty, because since we're not teleporting around, sending stuff to places doesn't help us very much unless it's sent to do a task and then return, which is not what this mod can support. So I will likely not use it, at least in this series, and if it turns out to be easier than CoursePlay, I might use it for that purpose in CoursePlay. So we're doing good. He still doesn't like us all the way, so we'll have to do more missions for him. But I think it's time to go pick up our canola from the combine. So we'll go do that. Let's see if he's got... So his beacon lights aren't up, but we had good timing, so he's going to be facing the... Oh no, we had bad timing. He's going to be facing the wrong way. Yeah, he's going to be facing the wrong way. So we will get in position, but we'll wait for him to sort of loop around. I do think I'm going to use that trailer driving mod, because it looks pretty good, because I'm really bad at driving these trailers, so something telling me what I should or should not do to get it to go the direction I want it to, I think would be perfect. But yeah, so we'll probably do some significant mod additions to this series, as well as to the new series that we start. We'll have a whole lot more mods, because we'll be going further quicker, so we'll be focusing a lot more on other vehicles, tractors, implements, things like that that are bigger and larger that we see on the mod shop. I also won't care as much if it's not quite balanced. So we'll do a lot more for how it looks and how it works versus how realistic it is. So hopefully the combine doesn't run out before it turns around. Hopefully I can catch it before that, but we'll see. But it's unlikely that the combine, as it's working here, is going to impact our or fill our tippers. There we go. Man, words were hard. I don't think both of these fields will fill one. It might, but oh no, I suppose it would, because this one is going to give me probably a little over 12,000. This one will probably do the same, and that's more than we can carry, so yeah, I suppose it'll fill both of these, or at least require both of these. Alright, so let's go ahead and just try to fill up the first one here. Alright, there we go, now we're matching speed. Yeah, we're filling up here. This will be good. I'll probably check canola prices in a little bit. I'm sure wood chips are still next to nothing since only a day has passed since the last episode. In game time. Well, and real life actually, but yep, I think, yeah, but we'll check. I don't know if we will sell it immediately or not. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we'll drive to the end here, because probably the combine will be done in, I hate that I clip into the trees, 1 or 2 passes. So we'll have to switch them over in a second, but let's look at the prices while we check here. I mean, so the canola price, right, we already have some that we got from the other fields when we did those. So we probably could go to the transport company. Does the transport company require me to use the tractor or the train? It might be okay. Oh, no, it is okay. We did that before. It's probably only the freight yard that requires the train. Okay. So there's that, and then the soybeans here. This transport company again, mill's looking really good. So we might look at that as well, depending on how much the harvest is here. We do have a lot of barley and wheat. I don't think I'm gonna go sell it all yet, because again, there are some other uses that we could put it towards with if we go for pigs and things like that. But yeah, you can see we absolutely tanked the wood chips in the garden center. The biomass heating plant's picking up a little bit, but it's still got a ways to go. So it looks like the combine has one more pass. Yep, this is going to be its last pass, so we'll go sit with the helper. And by sit with the helper, I mean cancel the helper. And just do the drive ourselves. Let's go into first person, see what that's. Oh yeah, look at that, there's a little, like, helper seat. So Farmer Joe and his little boy Jack can sit around and teach him how to farm. That's kind of nifty. Alright. Let's just get one of these. I just want to see how much it is. Do I get anything out of that? Here, let's try this one. I got 3 canola. Alright. It is absolutely not worth our effort. Oh man, this guy kind of picks it up. Oh, let's see. Can I lower this out of the way? There we go. Alright, and then let's get a helper on it. Yeah, it looks like we're in position, so that is good. So we'll go check some of the other places, see if we can start improving our standing more. We want to, spend a little bit of time on that. I know we don't like it when I do contracts, but there is that benefit of the field being cheaper, which is not entirely unrealistic. Farmers would probably do that. Right, because they'd prefer it go to 6 at the top there. Right, the hand than some corporate guy, because he'd feel like it'd stay a small-time farm and things like that. Yeah. Yeah, at least in the States, that's absolutely how it would work. So I think it's this field right here. Oh. Alright, so let's see. Do you like us? Oh, nope. This is Alex Young's field. So he likes us all the way, so we're not going to do that. Let's see. So we can go to 29 then. I'm looking at the smaller ones because the price difference on those big fields immediately to our farm south is significant. So I don't know if that's something we want to dive into so quickly until we get some bigger or more tools, because that will make a big difference for us. So let's see. I believe it was this field down here at the bottom. Yep. Oh gosh. Okay, just so you guys know, I do not drive like this in real life. Okay. Probably used to, but I don't anymore. Why is there like a row of withered crop? Yep, he doesn't like us very much at all. Oh, this is still an expensive field. How big is this field? I guess it's about the same size as these guys. Never mind. Let's see, do we need to plow? Nope, so 15 and 20 don't need to be plowed. So that's good. Alright, I guess we will head back. We'll put the one tractor on fertilizing that complete field, and then we'll probably pick up from the combine. So I will catch up to you when I get there. I don't know why I said that because it's like 3 seconds away. No, that's not. I'm not gonna catch up to you. You guys can roll with me. So we won't be able to catch up to him, so we'll have to let him do a pass. But, whoa. Man. Alright, so then we'll have you fertilize. I suppose we'll do it ourselves because, well, we got nothing else to do. Oop, I gotta keep it straight here. Come on, get that little flip it. There we go. Okay, yep. But yeah, so we're gonna fertilize this and then actually I'm gonna put a worker on him now. So I can pick up from the combine here. So let's see if hopefully it makes the right turn. Yep, perfect. I suppose when the fertilizer tractor is done with the field he's on now, we'll move him to go get the cultivator and have him cultivate this field. We might switch out the tractors, so we'll have the smaller tractor on the tippers and the larger tractor on the cultivator. Just because I think the power required on the cultivator, while is probably less than the tippers, we can probably manage with the reduced speed. There we go, matching speed. So we'll just follow him all the way down, because that'll put us in a place where we absolutely know that we won't need to pick up from him until he's done with the field. Yep, so he finished on the other side of the field. Alright, so once we get to the end, we'll whip around here. Leave this guy at that other end. Yep. Go run over to the... We'll park him here so we make sure he's out of the way. Not the best parking job. Did he finish the fertilizer? No, he did not. He's got a little bit left. He always does that. So we'll finish off fertilizing. It's probably like a small strip, but I bet we can see it. Said I bet I can see it and I can't, so boo on me. But we'll go ahead and have it go. Oh yeah, I can totally see it. It's actually a sizable strip. man. The fog kind of makes it hard to see, right? Because the lights don't really help all that much because it's still kind of bright, but the haze kind of mixes with everything else. Ah, no, we'll just... I bet he can cultivate just fine. So we'll put him cultivating, save ourselves as much time as possible on processing the harvest and getting the fields prepped for another 3 days of wood chips and animals. We'll probably spend a lot more time with the sheep since we've got pretty good income as a result of the wood chips. We'll spend a bit of time on the sheep. I'm sure we can really improve their performance. I mean, right now, if we look at them, productivity is 89% because they're not very clean, but they are producing wool. We've got 4 free animals, basically. No, not free because it costs us the food, but we didn't buy those 4 extra sheep. So that's a pretty good pace for us. It'll definitely pay off for us later on. I mean, or we can look at buying bigger implements, more fields. We have all kinds of choices now. I think if we do anything along those lines, it will probably be looking at new tractor that we could lease and sell this itty-bitty guy here. Or maybe keep this little guy strictly for working on the... Yeah, I don't know if this guy's going to be able to manage this, so we'll probably... Because he keeps lifting the front end up. Yeah, we'll swap him out. He'll do the tippers. Where was I? Oh, yep. Probably look at... We'll make this guy a... basically permanently working on the sheep. And then we'll lease a bigger guy. Oops. That will outperform our big one right now. So that way it can open us up to bigger implements. Because right now we're limited by the power required to use those larger implements. And it'd be best if we didn't have that problem anymore. Alright, so let's see. Put a worker. No, I'm totally not far enough to the left. Alright. There we go. Alright, we'll put you on the tipper. Which you're not going to like the tipper anymore in the cultivator, but... At least we can manage the very slow speed. So he's probably going to come down and back. I bet you are in the way. Yep. So, we are going to sit here and wait. We'll just cinematic style it. Once he is heading down, then we'll catch up to him. And when we switch him over to the soybean is when I'll probably slow it back down for you guys. Alright guys, so it's time to start our soybean harvest. Okay. What are you doing? Do the harvest. There we go. Yep, so we filled up just barely more than one, should probably cover that one, tipper of canola. Right, you see we have 434 in the other tipper. So we were very close with doing it just one tipper. But we couldn't. So here we are. So we'll go drop this off. For these crops, we probably will not wait for great demand, since we can sell both of them at the same place, the soybean and the canola at the same place for the best price. We might take one tipper of canola, one tipper of soybean, and sell them, right? Because that'll get us close to 30,000, probably, if not more. My math's not that good. I'm not entirely sure what the yield is on the soybean. I think it's less than the canola, but not substantially less. And it's definitely enough, plus what we have in the silo, to have a full tipper. So we'll just drive right up here and check. Alright, let's see. So he's only 12% for the whole field with 2 passes, so he might actually almost. I think we've had this conversation before. I think he almost makes the whole field without getting full. Yeah, I think he's like 1.5 passes or 2.5 passes short. So he's super close. So the pickup's over here. So we're gonna grab the pickup and we'll see if any. We might go do the. We'll do field 23. See how they like us. We'll also take the header trailer back. I seem to have a habit of forgetting that, so the pickup can easily do the header trailer with no header on it. Alright, let's line it up. There we go. What the? Oh, was I turning too sharply? Yeah, I think I was getting caught on the tongue there. That is that's awesome that it like registers the fact that it's got that fat tongue there, and if I do a really sharp turn, my bumper's running into it. I like it. It's just unexpected. So we will come put this right here, because if I remember correctly, it was in the way last time, so it's absolutely not in the way right here. And we will go check and see how field 23 likes us. Again, if they like us all the way, we're not gonna do their mission or contract, but so he likes us all the way, so we're not gonna do it. Which is good, but I mean, see how that's almost 300,000? That's a lot of money. I think we're still a good ways off from that being affordable. Plus, it has to be a manageable field, right? If we did it with what we have, an entire episode would be the combine going up and down and me micromanaging it with a tipper. Though at that point, I'd probably suck up CoursePlay bugs and go for it. Yep, so let's see what this guy thinks. So this guy doesn't like us all the way. That'll take 10 minutes. So we'll set it up and we'll have CoursePlay run the... no, we don't want... because that's actually CoursePlay's bug. So I'll do it by hand, but I'm not going to make you guys watch. Yep, so I will catch back up to you when we are done here. Alright. So let's see. He still didn't like us very much. I feel like since the update, our bonus, not bonus money, but our relationship bonus might not increase as fast. So let's see, what's the status of... Yeah, on 15, okay, he still got to go. So that means we gotta fertilize this field real quick. So we will We'll use him to go pick up the soy. And then grab the fertilizer and go fertilize that field. So our cultivator doesn't have to slow down at all. If I leave that there and just drive off, yeah, I'll just do that. Now, I'm sure some actual farmers yelling at me right now being like, did you just leave a tipper in a field? That is gonna get stuck. Whoa, there we go. Must have gotten stuck on the side of the building. Go. Alright, this is a little easier to see. But I'm totally going to have a worker on it because the worker's better at it than I am. How far along is okay? So the cultivator still has some time, so we aren't pushing it. Okay. So when he's done fertilizing, we'll send him back, hook him up to the tippers, and I'll get back to you. Alright, we can finish this little bit ourselves. I have confidence. And about done with this. There we go. So let's head back. And we'll switch to the tippers. Our combine should be getting close. I mean, we could do this really fast if we had more tractors, and we could lease some really cheap tractors just to do basically the combine, so we have I mean, if we did one more, so we got one more, not combine, cultivator, and one more tractor, we could probably optimize how fast we get everything cultivated. Obviously, we'd need an extra seeder as well, and tractor, so that way we can have them play catch up when they're done. We might do that to speed this up, but we gotta make sure it's worth the money. We might be better off just having a bigger tractor and one bigger cultivator in terms of costs. So you're gonna have to come back down, aren't you? Oh man, just barely. Alright, so we will wait here for him to, well, actually we'll wait right behind him here so we can actually catch up to him. Alright, so we'll wait right here for him to come back around. I believe the episode's going to start running a little long, so I apologize. I'll probably end it after we finish harvesting the next field. We'll see how we are on time then. Alright. Alright, guys. guys. So, a quick play through the combine finishing, and I will call it an episode. So I'm just gonna go ahead and talk through and end it here. This is Dally, and this has been another Let's Play Farming Simulator 17 episode. Please like, subscribe, and also comment. I really appreciate comments. So if you like something, didn't like something, please just let me know in the comments section below. I will greatly appreciate it. So you guys have fun, and I'll see you next time.